Now, local coverage for you as Rhode Islanders are expected to get a first look at the state budget today. The House Finance Committee is ready to vote on the plan. It's expected to be the largest ever, totaling now about $9 billion. And it's coming right at the same time as campaign to reform grant programs. WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi has been tracking the budget as it moves through the General Assembly. 8 points are really what you've been able to break this down for us online so far. Simple to follow for folks that are in the trenches with this information. The big question every time this comes out initially is, what does this mean for my taxes?
Absolutely. The first thing, if you cover budgets, that's the first thing people ask you. Are my taxes going up? The good news is mostly the answer there is no. Lawmakers have made it pretty clear they're not going to change any of the major taxes like the sales tax or the income tax. Smokers could get hit with another increase. They're looking to raise that to $4 a pack. But there's actually a lot of talk about tax cuts for some folks, including veterans who receive military pensions and businesses who pay unemployment insurance taxes, which have long been the highest in the country in Rhode Island.
All right, so is the tourism issue, the cooler and warmer, does that tie into any of this budgeting?
Absolutely. I think lawmakers, they were obviously as unhappy as anyone else with the way the tourism campaign was rolled out. Especially this was, remember, the first year they'd put money in the budget for a big statewide campaign. So I'm looking for them to probably reduce the amount of money put into the budget tonight for that campaign, redirecting some of it back to the regional tourism councils. But I don't expect them to pull the plug entirely on doing a statewide campaign. They want tourism to grow, state leaders in there. They're still hoping it can work.
A lot of issues to break down. I know another one that you are taking a look at, medical marijuana.
Yeah, this was hugely controversial
well.
in Governor Raimondo's February proposal. People might remember we covered State House protests about medical marijuana. She wants to beef up the regulation of that program, but she also wanted to add about $10 million in new fees. Critics said that was way too much money to obtain from a relatively small group of sick people. So what I'm hearing is legislators are leaning toward a compromise where they'll beef up regulation as the governor requested, but they will not increase fees nearly as much as Governor Raimondo wanted. So we should have answers on all this tonight, maybe late tonight.
And of course, a lot has likely happened behind doors since we saw the governor's proposal several months ago now. So this is when we see
what those closed door talks led to exactly.
All right, 8 great points online right now. Ted, thanks so much for joining us. Eyewitness News will of course have in-depth coverage of the budget release on air and online for you. You can read the rest of Ted's detailed report highlighting 8 things to watch when lawmakers release the budget. It's online right now at WPRI.com. It's a good read. And we will have the very latest from the State House on Eyewitness News starting live at 5 for you today.